As my spouse spoke those devastating words, I could scarcely believe what I'd heard. We were settled in the cozy glow of our living room, the television's faint hum creating a backdrop of normalcy. She turned to me, her tone almost casual, and announced, "I'm finished with closeness." I stared, waiting for a laugh or some hint of jest, but her expression held firm, unwavering, as though she'd made peace with this decision long before speaking it aloud. Leaning toward her, I fought to keep my voice steady. "What do you mean by that?" I asked. With a slight shrug, as if discussing something trivial, she replied, "I no longer feel it. I don't desire it anymore. From this moment, that part of our life is done." Her words cut deeply, more painful than any physical wound. For years, we'd shared every joy and hardship, building a life together. Now, she was casting aside the foundation of our bond, as if it meant nothing. I sat there, unable to speak, my pulse racing, my throat dry. A rush of memories flooded my mind. Sacrifices I'd made, nights spent soothing her, dreams we'd woven together. In a single sentence, she was unraveling our intimacy. Fury stirred within me, but a heavier, more overwhelming sorrow soon took its place. I asked if something had triggered this, if I'd wronged her, or if there was another reason. She shook her head, a flicker of annoyance crossing her face at my questions. "This isn't about you," she said. "It's about me. I don't want that aspect of a relationship anymore." Her cold, detached tone hurt more than any heated argument ever could. In that instant, something within me broke. If she could so easily discard our closeness, perhaps she'd already let go of us entirely. And if that was true, why should I hold on to something she no longer valued? Meeting her gaze, I kept my voice calm despite the storm inside. "If that's your decision, then our marriage is over now." Her face changed in an instant, the composure giving way to surprise and a hint of panic. She hadn't expected my firmness. Maybe she thought I'd beg or try to compromise. But I had invested too much in a love she now tossed aside so carelessly. She hesitated, attempting to backtrack. "Wait, I didn't mean it that way. Maybe we could just live together, like companions." The word companions drew a sharp, bitter chuckle from me. I hadn't pledged my life to be her companion. I'd married her to be my partner in every sense, heart, mind, and soul. Standing up, my hands shook, but my determination held strong. "I won't remain in a marriage without love. I gave you my all, and you're saying you don't want it. If that's your choice, this is mine." The silence that followed was denser than any argument we'd ever had. Tears glistened in her eyes as she asked if I was really willing to throw everything away over this. But I reminded her that she had taken the first step to dismantle our life together. I didn't end our marriage, her declaration did. I was simply acknowledging its weight. The weeks that followed melted into a blur of packing bags, dividing belongings, and signing papers. Each action felt like ripping away a piece of my heart. Yet strangely, I also felt a sense of release. For the first time in what felt like forever, I wasn't bound to empty vows or distant affection. When friends and family asked why our marriage dissolved so suddenly, I never revealed her precise words. Only that a relationship fades when one partner stops valuing its core. No amount of pretending can bring it back to life. Months later, I came to see that leaving was the bravest decision I'd ever made. Staying would have trapped me in a shadow of a life, always chasing fleeting glimpses of connection. Walking away opened the door to finding someone who cherishes closeness, partnership, and love as deeply as I do. Even now, as I think back to that evening, her words still echo. "I'm finished with closeness." But my own response rings louder, resolute and clear. "Then our marriage is over now, and I know I made the right choice."